The best pound-for-pound fighter of the modern era has been fought over during the 2000s all the way up to the 2010s, with many tremendous fighters already submitting their resume for this historic title. Sugar Shane Mosley, El Dinamita Juan Manuel Marquez, The Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, The Hitman, Ricky Hatton, The Baby-Faced Assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera, and El Terrible, Eric Morales, were only some of the candidates to claim the title as the very best of their era. However, two names absolutely stand out from the rest, as these two icons have revolutionized modern boxing with their legendary careers. They have beaten and even demolished most of the other candidates for the title, which leaves them both at the peak to settle once and for all who the best really is. Is it the beloved hero, the Filipino legend Manny Pacquiao, or the notorious villain, the unbreakable and undefeated kingpin of boxing, Floyd Money Mayweather Jr.? Pacquiao has established himself as an absolute legend of the sport, as he is the only 8-division world champion in all of boxing. Starting his career off as a flyweight during the mid-90s and slowly climbed up to the light middleweight division whilst carrying the same level of power, speed, and complete dominance in each division. Pacquiao is the best southpaw pressure fighter that has ever lived, overwhelming his opponents with a severe quantity of powerful punches, which became his trademark throughout his career. As he matured, however, he became an all-round fighter, mixing his offensive juggernaut style with a more tactical counter-punching style, especially against bigger or more aggressive opponents. Brought about by his success in the ring, Pacquiao has become a national hero in the Philippines. Having a rags-to-riches journey, Pacquiao would become a philanthropist, using his earnings from boxing to help out his countrymen who still lived the life he once had through his Pacquiao Foundation. Pacquiao would mention in an interview that he keeps fighting for his country, not just to bring glory to the Philippines, but to also help people who are under poor living conditions, just like he once was before.
Not only for giving enjoyment or honor to my country, but my responsibility is to serve people, especially to my province.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s rise to legendary status was accomplished through his exceptional skills and talent, along with very strategic career decisions. Mayweather would be very well known for his impeccable defense and very accurate counter-punching. He adapted his father's trademark Philly shell defense, honing it to perfection. This would make him an unbreakable opponent, as his opponent's punches would simply slide off his perfectly timed shoulder rolling before delivering precise counter-punches directly at their faces. Mayweather's IQ and use of boxing fundamentals is unmatched, having perfect timing with all of his movements. Each slip, dodge, and punch is perfectly timed in order to fully outbox his opponent. With IQ like this, Mayweather was infamous for his borderline dirty boxing, manipulating certain game rules enough to gain the advantage. This includes his notorious clinching to neutralize the opponent before following up with cheap shots to the body. This is the winning strategy that he would use in order to prolong fights and allow him to win on points by simply avoiding getting hit most of the match while delivering accurate counter punches and occasional flurries to his opponent. Throughout Mayweather's impressive career, he would be very strategic in choosing his fights, prioritizing his chances of winning, profitability, and marketability of that fight. Mayweather would choose fighters that have an impressive record in order to add credibility to his name, but also taking into consideration the weaknesses of that opponent that play well into his strengths in order to secure a sure victory. Unlike Pacquiao, Mayweather is well known for his lavish and luxurious lifestyle that came from his huge paydays commonly flexing his stacks of cash, iced-out watches, and many more. The clamor for a Pacquiao vs Mayweather superfight for the #1 pound-for-pound fighter title was during 2009, wherein Pacquiao was in his absolute prime, having knocked out Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s fighter, Ricky Hatton, in the second round of the fight, and having demolished the Puerto Rican icon Miguel Cotto in a stunning TKO finish. Being the strategist that he is, avoiding fighting anyone in their prime, Mayweather would announce that he would be taking a 2-year break from boxing after escaping with a victory in one of the most controversial fights of his career against the former pound-for-pound king, Sugar Shane Mosley. Following this, Mayweather would then go as far as accusing Pacquiao of using performance-enhancing drugs during his peak physical prime.
I told you it's basic common sense. Go look at the pictures. Y'all gonna tell me this man head didn't get bigger? This man probably went from a 7 1/4 to an 8. And you gonna tell me all natural? Come on, man, stop this. I'm going up in weight, but I ain't just walking through no damn fighters. Cotto can't knock down Mosley, but he can. Come on, man. No, Floyd is scared. At the end of the day, Floyd is smart. And my health is important. My health is more important than money.
Due to this, many critics and enthusiasts claim that Mayweather is scared of fighting Pacquiao, as he currently posed as the greatest threat to Mayweather's undefeated record. Mayweather would prolong the fated matchup between him and Pacquiao for 6 years. During this time, Mayweather would set up a few more pay-per-view main events, defeating the likes of Miguel Cotto and Juan Manuel Marquez, as well as ending the undefeated 42-fight win streak of Canelo Alvarez. During those 6 years, Pacquiao would go on to do the impossible by claiming his 8th world title after dominating Antonio Margarito during the light middleweight clash they had in 2010. During the same year, however, Pacquiao would enter politics after being elected as the representative of Sarangani province. This would reduce his time allotment for boxing training, as he had to commit to his duties given his position in the Senate. A year later, Pacquiao came back and went on to defeat Sugar Shane Mosley via unanimous decision, as well as his nemesis, Juan Manuel Marquez, in a controversial majority decision. However, with his time for training being hindered by his duties as a politician, Pacquiao would then suffer 2 major losses in his career. The first one was from his match against a younger Timothy Bradley, beating Pacquiao in a controversial split decision. And the most devastating one would come from his nemesis Juan Manuel Marquez, who would knock out Pacquiao in the 4th round, securing his revenge against the Filipino legend. Marquez and Bradley would go toe-to-toe against each other the year later in a terrific match. You can check out the video right here. Pacquiao would, however, make a sensational comeback, winning 3 matches in a row against Brandon Rios and Chris Algieri, as well as getting sweet revenge against Timothy Bradley. After 6 long years of waiting due to failed negotiations with both camps, the battle for glory was officially declared on May 2 of 2012. Coming into the fight, Pacquiao was naturally the smaller fighter, being 6 centimeters shorter than Mayweather, who also possessed the longer reach, beating out Pacquiao by a whole 10 centimeters. The stakes of the fight were raised by making this a title unification match for the WBA, WBO, WBC, and the Ring Welterweight titles. This legendary bout, labeled as the fight of the century, was officially held at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The moment we've all been waiting for, the fight to settle once and for all, who is the best of their era? Coming into the bell, both fighters took to the center of the ring as Mayweather would start to take control of the match by keeping Manny at a distance using his jab. Pacquiao would find it hard to engage, even getting caught with 2 great counter punches by Floyd. Pacquiao would slowly back up Mayweather against the ropes, attempting a barrage, which was intercepted by Mayweather with his clinching, holding on until the end of the round. Pacquiao would become more aggressive in the opening rounds, as told by his team after seeing a scared look on Mayweather each time he engages. As Pacquiao engaged, Mayweather would hold a long clinch onto Pacquiao, refusing to let go. This would go on each time Pacquiao attempted to deliver a big barrage of punches, wherein Mayweather would hug Pacquiao for a good period of time, then deliver hard punches to the body during the clinch. This would slowly infuriate Manny, causing him to become more aggressive, as Floyd continued tying him up with clinches. Pacquiao would however still land a few good combinations despite Mayweather's terrific defense. During the fourth round, Pacquiao would continue fighting aggressively, hunting down Mayweather and backing him up against the ropes to deliver short flurries. However, Mayweather would try his best to keep Pacquiao at bay, landing a few solid jabs to Pacquiao's face. Pacquiao would then land a solid counterpunch, backing up Mayweather against the ropes, delivering vicious flurries, trying to break open Mayweather's guard. Pacquiao would then land a couple more good shots towards Mayweather, riling up the crowd and securing him the round. During the preceding rounds, Pacquiao would continue the aggressive style as Floyd stuck with counter-punching and evading Pacquiao's offense. Floyd would however exhibit his borderline dirty boxing, hitting Pacquiao with a low jab near the groin, as well as his notorious clinching that almost looked like jiu-jitsu grabs in order to neutralize Pacquiao's aggression. During the sixth round, Pacquiao would start to overwhelm Mayweather, constantly backing him up against the ropes before catching him with another powerful shot to unload a huge barrage of punches as Mayweather shakes his head, mouthing to Pacquiao that his punches don't hurt. Pacquiao would trap Mayweather against the ropes looking for flurries and barrages whilst absorbing Floyd's solid keep-out jabs. During the preceding rounds, Floyd would try to trade punches with Pacquiao after being scolded by his corner, but was unsuccessful as he eats solid punches from Pacquiao, switching back to his defensive counter-punching style along with clinches and even headlocks. Pacquiao would feel a little bit more comfortable engaging Mayweather as they trade very solid punches towards each other. Mayweather would then channel his inner pretty boy and display terrific footwork and head movement to evade Pacquiao's offense, whilst delivering solid counter punches to keep Pacquiao at bay. During the preceding rounds, Pacquiao would live up to his reputation as the offensive juggernaut, as despite eating and absorbing solid counters and jabs from Mayweather, Pacquiao continued to apply pressure and overwhelm him. This would cause Mayweather to clinch back onto Pacquiao to stop his offense and retaliate with cheap body blows. As the fight went on, they would continue to trade punches, wherein Mayweather landed a lot of solid counters and jabs, whilst Pacquiao casually slips in good power punches and short flurries. During the final two rounds, Mayweather would start off aggressive, keeping up with Pacquiao's offense, trading shots. However, he would be backed up against the ropes a couple times as Pacquiao continued to stalk him across the ring, delivering short flurries against the ropes, which Mayweather would try to evade using his terrific footwork. Mayweather would do a great job in minimizing Pacquiao's offense with his clean and accurate punches, securing him points in each round. With these points, Mayweather feels like he had done enough, finishing the final round by dancing across the ring to evade any incoming offense from Pacquiao, securing him the victory. Mayweather would go on to win via unanimous decision, becoming the lineal welterweight champion of the world, remaining undefeated as he cemented himself as the best of the best of his era. Mayweather would go on to praise Pacquiao after the fight, stating that he was a very smart fighter and had to take his time with Pacquiao as he can be very dangerous if he made a mistake in the match.
He's a hell of a fighter, and I take my hat off to Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a tough competitor. He's a true champion at heart. We both were at our best tonight.
Pacquiao, on the other hand, felt like he should have won the match, stating that he felt like he had caught Mayweather with significantly better punches.
I thought I won the fight. He didn't do nothing. He always, he got him many times, solid punches.
The crowd's reactions were a mixed bag, wherein some people were quite unsatisfied with the bout, as it lacked the action and excitement a match of this caliber should have brought. People were divided with the results as they saw two very different fights. The ones who supported Manny said that all they saw was a scared Mayweather running away and hugging Pacquiao to avoid getting beat up. The other half, however, saw that Mayweather had outboxed a much sloppier Pacquiao with his terrific movement and defense, as well as his precise counter-punching that landed clean towards Pacquiao. Major controversies would arise after the match was already done, in which played in very well with the result of the match. Due to his defeat, Pacquiao would bring into light his shoulder injury that happened during training, which partially healed before the fight but was re-injured during the 4th round.
My right shoulder. 1 week before the fight, my shoulder is getting better, but not really 100%, totally 100% recover, but at least I can use it.
Mayweather, on the other hand, was found to have been injected with unauthorized IV fluids after their weigh-in, which could have been used to mask the intake of performance-enhancing drugs. This was very unfair, considering Pacquiao was denied the request for an anti-inflammatory injection for a shoulder injury before the fight.
We plan to file in commission for the shot, for numbing my shoulder. It's not allowed, so we didn't get a shot, but we respect the decision of the commission.
These allegations and controversies would make Mayweather very upset with Pacquiao, stating that he had lost the respect he had for him as he complained about a so-called injury due to the embarrassment of losing the fight. He even called Pacquiao a sore loser and wants nothing to do with his team anymore, making the possibility of a future rematch highly unlikely.
He's embarrassed. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. You will never be on my level, period. I know I won. Because he's a sore loser. I don't want to do business with him anymore.
Who really deserved to win this historic fight? Whose team are you on? Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Leave your answers as well as your thoughts on the fight and video in the comments below. Be sure to leave us a like and consider subscribing so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. This is PacMonth.